What's good, y'all? It's your girl Tyler Simone in the cut. If you cannot tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing a story time get ready with me. Now, this story is going to be about the time when I had this ridiculous manager, and I had to quit my job, y'all. It was ghetto. It was real ghetto. So, yeah, we're just going to get into this video.
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be.
Alright, y'all. Now, before I get into the specifics of this story, I just want to make a disclaimer that this was my first job, okay? I ain't gonna say my first job, but my first for real job that I got on my own right after high school. Like, keep in mind, this is right after COVID, too. So, yeah. Anyways, I was working at Rainbow, y'all. This was the most ghetto job I have ever had in my entire life. Like, I don't recommend that job for nobody. This is 2021 now at this point. And I'm like, dang, I'm 18, done with college. I need to give me a job. Now, y'all, granted, when I say I was done with college, so right after high school, I did go to college. I went for a semester. During that time, what I was majoring in, I figured I didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I just kind of wanted to change career paths, but I didn't know what I wanted to be. But I also didn't want to keep wasting money by going to school. So I was like, let me take a little gap year. Take a little gap year, figure myself out, get me a job, stack my little coins, because I'm still living with my parents at this time, of course. And then just figure out what we're gonna do after that day. I was looking for a job everywhere, y'all. I'm applying to anywhere. I'm just like, I just need a job at this point. And keep in mind, it's my first one, so I'm willing to make minimum wage. I ain't got no type of payment requirements, like nothing. Like, I just need a job. So that's why I've been with it. I'm applying at Walmart, all like clothing stores. I'm trying to do clothing stores because in my mind, retail is better than fast food. I knew I couldn't do no restaurant. Whether it be fast food or an actual sit-down restaurant, I just knew, like, that wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe I should just start calling places, because at this moment, I was doing, like, all online applications. I was like, maybe I should just call places and see if I can go talk to somebody in person. Because, you know, usually it's way easier to get a job like that. Like, if you just go walk into, like, some store and be like, are y'all hiring? And then they let you talk to the manager, and usually you can get put on pretty much any basic retail store like that. So I'm like, let me just call and see if I can come in for an interview, or, like, come in to fill out the application. Just anything. Let me just call. So I called places. They weren't the only people I called. I can't remember who else I had called that day, but I was calling a bunch of folks. Anyways, I was like, let me try Rainbow. But I'm already knowing I'm not going to do the one on Markham. Y'all don't even live down here, so y'all don't even know. It's 2 different Rainbows in Arkansas. Well, it's more than 2 in Arkansas, but it's 2 different ones in Little Rock. Okay? So, one is super ghetto. The other one, well, it's not even a store no more, y'all. It closed down. Like, it's like it closed down, like, a couple months after I quit. And I'm kind of glad that I quit, because that was just too much. That ain't a job you want to move from place to place with. Like, that's just not a job you want to stick with. But anyways, if you stay down here, then you know it was 2 different ones. And one location is ghetto, and the other one is not so ghetto. So, and when I say ghetto, y'all, like, this is not me being stuck up and being like, oh yeah, everything's ghetto. Like, no, y'all, like, the other one, it used to be people shooting dice in a parking lot. Like, it's like that. So, I already knew I didn't want to do that one. So, I applied to the one that used to be on Shackleford. Well, I called the one. I was like, hey, how are you guys? I was wondering if you're hiring, blah, blah. They was like, yeah, we're hiring. You can come on in and fill out an application. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, is there any specific day you would like me to come on? They was like, yeah, you can come on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah. So, y'all, that particular day, though, I was getting my nose pierced. That's so funny. I was getting my nose pierced. And I was hanging out with my friends. So keep in mind, you know, if you're hanging out with your friends, you don't got on no interview attire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had on sweats, a t-shirt. I literally remember what I had on. I had on a t-shirt, a solid white t-shirt. I had some braids, but they was fuzzy. So I had put on a blue bandana, I had on some gray sweatpants, and I had on like some Crocs, some like tie-dye Crocs. Like, y'all might give, like, this was literally supposed to be a chill day with me and my friends, but they said come in, fill out the application. I'm like, okay, cool. In my mind, I'm thinking you don't gotta dress up to fill out no application, so I didn't, of course. I walk in there, I'm like, hey, I'm here to fill out the application. I fill it out, and I hand it back. She was like, do you got your ID on you? I was like, yeah. Hand her my ID. She was like, what about your social security card? Got that. Hand her that. It was like, okay, we'll do a background check, and if it comes back clean, you can start on blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all didn't even interview nothing. Like, just fill out the application and boom, we're working there. So, of course, my background check came out clean because I ain't never been arrested or nothing like that. And, yeah. So, that was a Saturday, keep in mind. I started working that next weekend, but it was on a Sunday. So, granted, keep this part in mind too. When I went in there to fill out the application, the store manager was there. She seemed real cool, real laid back. So I was like, okay, this might be not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like that. So I'm just, going with the flow at this point. Now, I also want to point out the fact that on the next Sunday when I worked, the manager wanted to inform me that that was her last day. She was like, yeah, this is my last day. I said, dang. My first day, your last day. We just making a joke about that. And I was like, where you about to go work now? She was like, I'm about to go work at the daycare. I was like, oh, okay, you like kids? She was like, no. I was like, oh, so what make you go there? She was like, well, they just pay more. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, that's understandable. But granted, you gotta think, somebody who don't like kids leaving a job where you don't deal with kids to go work at a job where you deal with kids. That should let me know how irritating this job was about to be. Because if we got somebody doing that, they're not happy. So, the next time I come in, because at this moment, I don't really got like a set schedule. I'm just kind of like coming in whenever they call me in type stuff. So, the next time I come in, I actually see my schedule. Now, this time, it's this other girl there. She's the assistant store manager. Okay? Now, I want to also tell y'all how much these positions pay. So, as an associate, you get hired on, well, I don't know about now, but when I got hired on, this is 2021. When I got hired on, it was $11 for just the regular associates. For the, so it was like associate, then it was like junior assistant manager, then it was assistant manager, then it was manager. So the junior assistant manager got paid $12. Assistant manager got paid $13. Store manager $14. Like, it was literally, unless you had some other qualifications that could, justify you being paid more, that was pretty much what it was. I just want to point that out so y'all know what these people getting paid and how much they doing for that little check. So anyways, I meet the assistant store manager. She seemed cool. You know how it is when you first meet somebody, you're not really having too many conversations with them, so they just seem like, all right, they seem decent. So that's really what it was in that moment. I wasn't really thinking too much of it. It was also another girl in there, and she was a junior assistant manager. And she was seeming cool too. She was my age, so I ain't gonna say click with her more, but I feel like I did. So, the task of the job wasn't too bad. We had 30-minute lunches. Now that used to I'm like, dang. And keep in mind, I had a car at the time. 30 minutes not even enough time to run and go get you no food for real. Cause traffic alone gonna take up 10 to 15 of them minutes. Just saying. So, I'm already kind of these 30-minute lunches I can't do. And keep in mind, we only had one during the day. Also, another thing, we used to have to, so if you was an associate, like when you first get hired on, your only job is going to be floor tasks. So you're going to be unpacking boxes. You don't even, and that's the whole thing, bro. Like, as an associate, you don't even get to put out the clothes. The only thing you do is take it from the box, put it on the hanger, put the sensor on it, and put the tag on it. I'm like, first of all, why y'all clothes don't already come with the tag on it? That's just, y'all need to talk to y'all vendors. That's ridiculous. But anyways, you had to put the tag on it. put a sensor on it and put the hanger on it. So all you getting is just the little shirt and a little plastic sack, and then you gotta unbox all of that. And then you had to, like, you know, straighten up, clean up, somebody knocked down something, picked up, you know, stuff like that. Now, this particular day is when I get my schedule. And this one I'm calling because, okay, so they got openers and closers, which is not a problem to me. Everybody pretty much works on the weekends. It was just, if you were opening, of course, it's the better shift because you're going to get off in the middle of the day, so you still got time to do stuff with your friends, versus if you get off at the end of the day, you ain't going to get out till 8, 9, you know, blah, blah, blah. Cool. But the problem that would irritate me is, like, so first of all, the schedule only came out 1 week in advance. I don't know about y'all, but it's so hard to plan stuff when your schedule comes out a week in advance. Like, you could be like, I got a trip. You could book a trip, you know, like, have your flights already arranged. You say, I'm going on this day. You can't even request the time off until that week before because they only do the schedules a week in advance. I'm thinking, okay, this is so unprofessional. Second thing, they got on-call shifts. Like literally on your schedule, like, it had your name. First of all, they didn't even have, like, no automated system or nothing like that. Somebody would literally write the schedule on a little piece of paper that had, like, little columns that had your name on the side, and they had your shifts: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they had, like, Monday 8:30 or 9:30 to 3, or and then the next day 3 to 8:30, you know, stuff like that. So again, y'all, like I said, I'm just like, but still not thinking none of it. Now with the on-call part, because I didn't even describe that. The on-call part, basically, it'll be like Wednesday, and then it just had a word on-call. And so I'm like, what does on-call mean? And it was like, well, you got to call the store an hour ahead of time. Because it'll be like on-call, and then it'll set a shift. Like on-call, 3 to 8:30, blah, blah, blah. And then say you got to call an hour before and see if they need you to come in. I'm like, why am I calling y'all? And it's saying I'm on call. Call me. Like, first of all, the whole me calling y'all don't make no sense. But also, the whole fact that y'all are giving somebody a shift that says on call, that means on that particular day, I don't know if I'm a worker or if I'm going to be off. So therefore, I can't even say, oh yeah, I can do an appointment on this day, because I don't know. That's, again, very hard to work with. Nobody wants to deal with that. Okay, so I'm going to give the assistant store manager and the store manager names, because I'm gonna talk about them and y'all gonna be confused if I keep saying store manager, assistant store manager, blah, blah, blah. So the assistant store manager, her name, we're gonna call her Kay. The junior assistant manager, we're gonna call her Tasha. Now, like I said, my first day, the actual store manager, it was her last. So now, the assistant store manager, she basically became the store manager, okay? Now, the thing about Rainbow is if you're a junior assistant manager, you basically just a key holder. So you can be there, you can basically open and close with the regular associates. And y'all basically do the same stuff, pretty much. It's just the store manager is the one who gonna talk to, you know, the big boss, blah, blah, blah. But it's basically the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like, the task wasn't that different. So, the next time I work, I'm there with just Tasha. And like I said, y'all, Tasha, she my age, so she cool. No complaints really about her at all, especially since she wasn't there for the whole time I was there. Like, she had ended up quitting. I'm gonna tell y'all why. So, we in there, we just chilling. Now, keep in mind, Rainbow got a no phone policy, and this is the stuff that they did that made me be like now I couldn't go for it. But back then, because I was so naive about it, I did. First of all, they got a no phone policy, and they would make you like lock your phone up. Like, it'd be like this cabinet that was by the register, and they make you lock your phone up. Thinking back on it now, like, y'all can say no phones. Like, it's y'all right as a company to say that, but y'all can't make me lock my phone up. You can only punish me if I'm on my phone. Realistically, we all should have been able to keep our phones on us, but just get in trouble if we use it. Like, that makes sense. But making us lock it in a cabinet, like, girl, ain't nobody trying to do that. What if it's an emergency? I need to go. I just need my stuff. And I'm talking about y'all will lock all y'all stuff up, like your keys, your phone. I'm like, okay, you know, y'all should have had cubbies or something. But anyways, yeah. So this particular day, keep in mind, Tasha was cool, so she would just put put it in the cabinet, but she'll leave the cabinet unlocked in case you need to get something, or blah, 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 blah. The other manager, Tasha, she would always just be a butthole about everything. And lock your stuff up. And then if you need to go to your lunch, you gotta go to the bathroom, you need your bag, or whatever the case may be, you gotta come get her. And then she gotta do this. It's just like, girl, come on now. You don't gotta do everything by the book. You being irritated at this point. But anyways, this particular day, like I said, Tasha was there. We just chilling. It was a super slow day. It was like a Monday. We wasn't having no customers. Blah blah. So she didn't really care. She just let us. Well, she just let me, cause it was just me and her. She let us chill. Like we just chilling. She let me be on my phone. She didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. We just kept minding our business, and we was going on like that. All of a sudden, randomly, Kay come in, and she taking pictures or something for something. I don't know what, but she needs some little jewelry. So she come in there to get something like that. She see me on my phone, okay? But at this time, I'm thinking everybody cool. Like, I'm thinking the only people that be tripping is like the higher managers. Like, you know, like the ones that's like district managers, like people like that. So I'm thinking everybody cool. I'm not thinking that of it. So I'm just staying on my phone. Like, I didn't know that it was gonna be an issue later on. So, and keep in mind, when Kate came in, she didn't say nothing about it. She was just like, oh, hey, Tasha, like, nothing about it. So when Kay leave, Tasha was like, girl, if I would've knew she was like, I would've even told you to put up your phone. She ain't gonna do nothing but snitch on you and tell. We had a district manager, and she would like regularly come, cause I need to give her a name. I'm trying to think. What can I call her? Sarah. We'll call her Sarah. So we had a district manager named Sarah. So she was like, yeah, she ain't gonna do nothing but go tell Sarah that she was on your phone, blah, blah. I'm just thinking like, dang, really, y'all? Keep in mind, I haven't been at this job long. I'm thinking, dang, I'm already about to get fired, y'all. She got me on edge. Because I didn't know she was gonna snitch like that. Well, not her, but you know, Tasha. I mean, not Tasha, Kay. I didn't know Kay was gonna snitch. She was like, yeah, she a snitch. She stayed doing that. Now, keep in mind, up until then, I'm thinking they cool. Like, when I came in the first day, I thought they was laughing and stuff. I'm thinking, oh, they must be friends. Like, I'm thinking they know each other. They like homies at the job. Like, that's what I'm thinking. But when she said that, I'm thinking, okay, so you must not like her. She was like, yeah, she did that to me. She did it to me all the time. She always wanted to snitch. It could be any little thing. I'm like, oh, okay, so y'all don't like each other. Now I'm getting it. And it gets so much deeper than that, and I'm finna around. Like, it's so crazy. So she was like, yeah, she most definitely gonna snitch. So all of a sudden, I get a text from Sarah. She's like, do you want to come work at the Markham store, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because at this point, I'm just wanting my money. I want an extra hour, so I work anytime at this point. I'm being like a super good employee. So she was like, you want to work at the other store? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come work over there, blah, blah, blah. So I go, she was like, Kay told me you was on your phone. Is that true? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, since you didn't lie, I'm gonna just let you out with a warning, but don't do it again. So I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't do it again. But thinking back on that now, girl, how petty can you be? Because why would you go snitch when you could have corrected it yourself when you're the store manager? You literally could have been like, you're not supposed to be on your phone. You could have wrote me up yourself. But instead, you go to your manager to come deal with me. Be for real. So anyway, yeah, I'm already like, okay, I see how she do. So after that situation, I'm just like, okay, P's and Q's around her. Anyways, we go on. Now that I know they don't like each other, I'm starting to see like how the tension be kind of like rising a little bit. But I ain't say nothing, you know, it ain't my face to say nothing anyway. I just let them be who they are for their pride. So after that, we get, cause it was, when I started working there, it was just like one other associate, Tasha and Kay. It was just us four. So the other associate, she ended up getting fired. I can't even remember why. It's not important, but she ended up getting fired. So it was just three of us. So then they ended up hiring another manager. And that's when stuff kind of started coming like, everything just started getting wonky after that. So, keep in mind, the K girl, she was so, I don't know. Most times it would just be me and her. Like, we always work together. She always made me, like, schedule me to work with her. I don't know if it's because she felt like I was, like, I don't know, a safe option. I don't know. But I just noticed, like, every time I would be scheduled to work, it was always with her. And y'all, she was an open book. Like, she one of the people who got a bunch of problems and like to talk about it all day long. Like, she was definitely there. So she get to talking about her. First of all, she dealing with this somebody she don't need to be dealing with. And she telling me all about the tea and how it came and how it ended and blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, the dude that she was messing with Tasha best friend. And that's kind of where they came from most. I'm like, okay, now it's clicking. Now, when they hired the other manager, we're gonna call her Jade. When they hired Jade and Tasha didn't really get along. So I know it was a matter of time. And I don't know why they didn't get along. Y'all know them female beefs that kind of just be like, why are y'all even beefing for real? And it really be over no reason. It was kind of like that. Like, I don't know what it was really about, but they weren't the coolest. So one thing they did have in common is they want to find it. Because like I said, any problem, any little thing, like she act like she not a manager and she will go tell Sarah. Like, that was always her thing. She had that so bad, like literally. And she would call her every day. Like, every day we work, she calling her about something. And it's just like, girl, get y'all finger out that woman butt. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyways, like I said, we only get paid 11. The junior assistant managers only get paid 12. So at the time, Tasha was trying to move out. You know, she was trying to get her own spot. And she was looking for more money. So she started looking for other jobs. She eventually got a job working at Walmart. And at the time, Walmart was like on 15. They was paying like 15. And she was doing overnight. So yeah, I think it was like either 15 or like 14. But she was only getting paid 12 at Rainbow. So she definitely, of course, left. And when she left, it was just me and Kay and the girl Jade. And it was also another associate, but she kind of worked at both stores, so yeah. Anyway, it was just us. So eventually, the other associate, she got a job somewhere else too, so then it was just us three. Pretty much. Then they hired somebody else, she quit. Turnover rate was high, y'all, high. Well, if somebody was getting fired, quit, like it was high. Like I said, when the other girl, Jay, started working here, her and Kay was cool at first, but like I said, the way Kay be operating with that district manager, she always in her butt, it made her start to not like her. And after a certain point, it got to be too messy. I'm not gonna lie. So one day, Jay was there. It was me, Jay, and it was another associate. She was there. And keep in mind, now this is before that other associate quit. So we was just there. And she was like, y'all, I'm about to walk out. Now, I want y'all to understand that Rainbow got this policy where associates can't be in the store by themselves because we don't have keys to anything. So it always has to be some type of manager present at all times. So when she left, it wasn't our managers, like, at all. So we had to call the district manager. We had to call Sarah. She had to come up there and watch the store, blah, blah, blah. And that's how that girl quit. That was, girl, it was so funny when she quit because I knew they was going to be stressed out because they didn't really have no managers. So now at this point, we got 0 managers but 1, which is Kay. Then after that, I already told y'all that other associate quit. So now it's just literally me and Kay. It's just me and Kay. And I already told y'all, with her, it's like an iffy relationship because she a snitch real bad. And that get real irritating. It gets super duper irritating. So, I'm just like, okay, dang, it's just me and her. She still got a job to do, so let me just do it. Okay, I also want to point the fact, y'all. at the time where Tasha quit, Jay quit, the other associates, they quit or got fired, like, a bunch of stuff was building up. Like, a lot of irritation was building up against Tasha. Like, it was kind of like, that's how irritated people were getting with her because of the stuff she was doing. Like I said, she always running back and telling somebody something. And then on top of that, bro, in addition to her always running back and telling Sarah something, she would talk to other associates about other associates. And then, bro, I kid you not, this one girl got fired because she told somebody that she was talking about them and she got fired. I'm like, why y'all firing her when you, as a manager, you know you cannot be messy about other associates because you are a manager. You can't be, you gotta act your position. You can't act your age. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I guess she didn't understand that concept. Now, granted, before Jay had quit, she already putting me on game. Like, she was like, yeah, she be doing a bunch of stuff y'all don't know about. She was like, do you know she be writing you up every time you come in like 3 minutes late? I'm like, why is she writing me up if we got a grace period for 5 minutes? I kid y'all not, y'all. I could, like, that, when I heard that she was doing that pissed me off so bad about her. Because I was thinking, like, why do y'all have a grace period and it's not effective? Like, that makes zero sense. Like, okay, so the store opened up at 10, okay? We supposed to be there at 9:30. I clock in 9:33. You writing me up. You shouldn't write me up unless I clock in after 9:35, right? Because you have a grace period. So why are you writing me up every time? So in my mind, I'm thinking, why are you writing me up? And I'm really the only solid employee you got. That's what's going on in my mind. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff, and then she firing folks that don't deserve to get fired. She talking stuff about this person, talking stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see your character. So like I said, after all these people had quit, it was just me and her. I was working a bunch of overtime because they just offering it. Left and right, they offering overtime. Because they're trying to get the store together for the season or whatever. So, this one particular day, I had came in at 9:30. Okay? They didn't have nobody to close, so they asked me, do I want to stay all day? I said, fine, I'll stay. So normally, if you close, you're supposed to get off at 9. I think you get off at 8:30 because the store closed at 8, I believe. Yeah, it closed at 8. So you get off at 8:30. So I had already came in at 9:30 because we opened at 10. So I've been there all day. Then they asked me, can I stay even later to help unpack some of the transfers? So at this point, I'm there till 10 o'clock. We're supposed to get off at 8:30. I left that place at like 10 something, almost 11. Let me tell y'all what this girl said that pissed me off so bad. So we was doing the stuff. I'm like, I'm getting tired, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm telling her, like, I'm tired. Like, we need to wrap this up. Like, we're already here after hours. I already been here all day. Like, come on now. And she was been there all day too, so she knew. Like, I don't know what she really had going on. But guess what she gonna tell me? She gonna look at me and say, I ain't never seen somebody so lazy. I just got quiet. What do you mean you ain't never seen nobody so lazy? I kid y'all not, bro. Every time she complained to me about somebody not doing their job all the way, she always be like, yeah, at least you be doing this. At least you be actually, you know, working diligently and stuff like that. So, when she say, I ain't never seen somebody so lazy, that really just took me aback. Because I couldn't even believe she called me lazy and she know we've been here all day. I'm not lazy, I'm tired. I'm tired of being here. Point blank, period. So, I go home. I tell my mama about that. She like, hold on. She said, what? I said, yeah, she said that to me. She said, as a manager, she cannot be talking to people like that. That is so unprofessional, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, y'all, in my mind, I'm not getting it. I'm not even thinking about professionalism or nothing. Like I said, this is my first job. And I'm straight out of high school. So in my mind, okay, all these girls are acting like they in high school. So this is normal to me. Like, I'm not thinking too much of it. I'm thinking like, dang, she sure did just call me lazy and she's supposed to be a manager. Like, it's too much. And I was actually working. She called me lazy just because I'm telling her I'm tired after I've been here all day. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is too much. And keep in mind, y'all, I'm already pissed off about all the other stuff she's been doing. Like, it's getting to be too much. And then, y'all, I didn't even mention this factor. Because it was so many people quitting, y'all, they was moving me up to be a manager. Like, they had already fixed in the system. They had already bumped my pay. Like, I was a manager. I was actually manager. I had finished my training, blah, blah, blah. The next day I was supposed to start working. I was supposed to, that was going to be my first official day in my position. But they had already set it up in the system and blah, blah, blah. But when she told me she had never seen somebody so lazy, y'all, I promise. I went home and I just thought about that. And I was like, I'm not going back to that job. Since you ain't never seen somebody so lazy, I'm finna show you how lazy I can really be, and I show up. So the next day, I didn't show up. And y'all, I didn't really care, because at this time, bro, yes, I had my car note, but that's all I had. I was living with my parents. I was 19. I was like, bro, I don't have to go through this. Like, what's the point? And on top of that, I was already applying for other jobs. I had interviews at the interviews. Like, I was like, something gonna fall through. So I didn't show up. She started calling me. She called me from the store phone. She called me from her phone. She had the district manager. I blocked everybody. Had to block her, because it was just like, don't talk bad to me and then be surprised if I don't show up the next day. Like, you making your bed, so you gonna have to lay in it. When that happened, when I quit, y'all, everything pretty much just fell through at that job. I just know that, like, I'd be going to Walmart, because that job's right by Walmart. I'd be going to Walmart, and I see it just be her car in the parking lot. I'm like, dang, she up here by herself. She's probably up there by herself for most days. And I kid y'all not, like 3 months after I quit, that store was shut down. That's how I know. It was like, yeah, it's too much. Turnover rate too high. Like, we can't keep dealing with this. And they had to let it go. Which made sense, though. And as they should have, because, bro, nobody is about to be dealing with that girl at this store and she want to act like that. She needs to get more professional if she want to be a store manager. But I kid y'all not, the very next day after that day I didn't show up, I got another job that paid $15 an hour, which was more than what she was making. And I was just a regular associate at the place I went to. And I was content. I felt like, dang, I really came out of this good. And then my checks was looking better, bro. Like, just imagine as a teenager getting paid 11 and then getting paid 15. Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't make it come up. Like, I'm just happy. Like, it was so crazy to me. Okay, so y'all, are we feeling the hair? I don't know. It's like all of a sudden lately, I have been feeling bangs in the puff. Like, I feel like it's so, it just give like, I'm on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. That was the time of me working at Rainbow, one of the most ghetto establishments ever. Y'all, I highly don't recommend that job to nobody. Not gonna lie. Unless you like 16. And that's the whole thing, bro. They don't even hire people under 18. Why are y'all not hiring people under 18? And y'all operate business like this. Like, that job just not suited for no grown woman, for real. I'm just gonna be honest. Absolutely not. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to tap that like button, pop that bell, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on all social media links down below, of course. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.